Prepare yourself. It's time for another awful, spooky wrestling moment. Watch if you dare.
Jake the Snake Roberts was called Jake the Snake Roberts because he had a real fondness for the Metal Gear Solid franchise. No, I'm kidding, it's because he likes snakes. And he was, to be honest, mostly effective with snakes. He would put his pet Damien on his fallen opponents. He would do genuinely frightening things, like have Randy Savage bitten whilst bound in the ropes, or sneak a snake into Savage's and Elizabeth's wedding presents. Those were all great. However, he was a WWF superstar, and so of course, at some point, he was involved in some absolute shit. Here's one of those. So the Ultimate Warrior was feuding with The Undertaker, and Jake the Snake Roberts was sort of helping him. They were doing essentially fear management classes. Jake the Snake Roberts said, "Ultimate Warrior, if you go through 3 of my challenges, you will be strong enough to fight The Undertaker," etc. The first one was a recreation of a genuinely quite upsetting segment in the funeral parlor where Ultimate Warrior was kind of put into a casket and nearly suffocated to death by The Undertaker. The second challenge was Ultimate Warrior being buried in soil. And the third one, the third one. So Jakey led Ulti into a room that looked suspiciously like a sauna, and that room was filled with snakes on the floor, which the Ultimate Warrior would just sort of boot across the room. Real life snakes. I guess that's fine. He braved the snakes on the floor, who were big bastards as well, and got to the middle of the room where there was a box. He opened the box to reveal the ultimate challenge. It was another snake. Because of, like, the snakes on the floor were fine, but this rubbery prop snake bit the Ultimate Warrior, and he just sort of went on the glass being like, "Let me out!" And it turned out Jake the Snake had been in league with The Undertaker all along. Oh! Hey, Warriors! Wrestling. Yep. Turns out the whole thing was a ruse, boys. A ruse. That's all for now. Check back tomorrow for another awful, spooky wrestling moment.